Hi, I'm Grana, and I just lost my base and all of my poor little dilos to an evil chicken. Now I have no idea where to go and what to do. My old base was in a spot the game labeled as easy, and it seemed peaceful when I first got there. Nomadic life isn't for me, so I need a new base. But first, I wanted to get somewhere far, far away from that dairy. I started my day by picking a fight with the Sarco. I figured if things went south, I could always just run away. But yeah, a parasaur isn't exactly built to hunt giant prehistoric crocodiles, so I asked a turtle to volunteer as a distraction. I was about to bail, but I guess I felt a little responsible for starting the Sarco attack, so I went back to help the turtle. I don't know why this parasaur thought it just had to walk through our fight, but it still sounded utterly shocked when it took a hit in the middle of everything. The turtle got the last hit and all the XP, but hey, at least I got some hide. Oh great, another dairy. I just tried to get away from one. No chance I'm heading that way then. I wanted to swim over the river, but that was not going to happen. The river was filled with mecha piranhas, and these ravenous expired fish sticks hurt bad. To the jungle we go then. Probably not any safer than sticking near the rivers, but I don't think I have a choice. An iguanodon could be a nice name. It's like a parasaur 2.0. They're pretty fast, and if I remember correctly, they don't even use stamina while running. But it got a bit more sass than a parasaur. If it escaped the bola, it would actually attack me. This one was a low level, so I didn't get the thumb. Thanks to my parasaur's awesome ability to detect nearby aggressive creatures, I could let the iguanodon sleep in peace while aiming. Taming speed on my server isn't that fast, so out of boredom, I started to tame a Lustrosaurus. But I quickly realized I didn't want to tame one right now. As much as I love those little sausages, they are super slow, and I don't have the patience to wait for one. When I played ARK back in the day, there wasn't a way to track dinos you were taming. That's such a nice little quality of life change. After hours of delicate planning and intense brainstorming, I ended up naming my iguanodon Iggis. I'm so proud of my creativity. All that head trauma might have affected the poor iguanodon's reaction time, but in the end he did help. He continued uphill. I really wanted to see the view from the top. Our uphill exercise was rewarded with another XP box. And the view was really pretty. I decided to head down towards the river, because my number one requirement for a base spot is that it has to be near water. It was starting to get dark. Passing through your right, thank you. Oh my god. That's a unicorn. There's only one in the whole map. I have to try to tame it. I needed to be careful not to scare it. If it got spooked, I wouldn't be able to tame it until it calmed down. Stupid bugs! I ran back to my dames so they could help me deal with the bugs. But what I didn't realize was that the unicorn was also heading towards Sarandikis. And, of course, I ended up face to face with it, which scared the noble pony and it galloped off into the darkness. After killing the bugs, I went to look for the pony. I did manage to find the cornhorns again. I wanted to flex its rock climbing skills, but I followed it. Then, suddenly, it turned to face me. I didn't want to scare it again, so I hid behind my torch. The unicorn was now scraping its face against the boulders. What a majestic creature. Alright, here we go. I just need to feed it a berry every time it bugs. Easy, right? Technically, it is easy. You just wait for the prompt and press a button. But it wasn't easy, at least not for me. The problem is, you're not really supposed to tame these horned ponies with berries. It's the slowest method possible. Every time I managed to feed it, it gained a measly 1% taming progress. But every time I missed the timing, it lost 6%. And because the unicorn wasn't exactly devouring these berries, the whole process started dragging on. The longer it took, more mistakes I made, which made it take even longer. Eventually, I started dehydrating. I had to start eating the same berries myself. Each one gave me a few seconds of hydration, but after that, I'd start losing health again. It became clear this wasn't going to work. My health had already dropped below half, and I was slowly but surely dying. I had no choice but to jump off and run for water. The second I did, the unicorn started losing taming progress. And, as if things weren't stressful enough, I managed to fall off a cliff and break my legs on the way. Awesome! But hey, I got to my water. I must have looked so pitiful that even the nearby Trudon didn't have a heart to eat me. It just let me go. While waiting for my legs to heal, I gathered more berries for the pony. And then it started to rain. So yeah, all that jumping off cliffs and scrambling for water, completely unnecessary. Like any normal person, I could have just absorbed the rainwater through my skin and kept taming the unicorn this whole time. Thank God for the taming UI they added, or I'd have never found the unicorn again. It bolted as far away from me as possible the moment I left the water. I'd already spent so much time on this that I felt I had to see it through. I was fully hydrated, and my inventory was full of berries. I could do this. Don't get stuck. Dude, come on. Come on, please. Come on, come on, come on. Oh my god. Oh. It only took one bite from a random Dilo to ruin everything. All the taming progress gone. Sure, I could have started over, but between feeding it berries and that little water break, I'd already been working on taming that unicorn for nearly 40 minutes straight. There was no way I was doing it all again. And even if I somehow managed to tame it, I didn't even have a safe place to tuck him in. For all I knew, he'd die the next minute to a raptor or something. So I gave up. I'm sorry about that. But maybe the ARK gods will give me another chance. Someday when I'm actually prepared for it. I definitely bit off more than I could chew. Now I need to focus on finding a good base location and getting some basic taming stuff ready. I definitely wasn't in the mood for a Fiumia trying to force its way into our friend group.